What's up, everybody? Welcome to Deep Dive Sessions. Mpho here. Thank you for stopping by today. We have a special topic: how to smash your goals in 2024. 2023 was a good year for me. I managed to achieve about 75% of the goals that I had written down for myself, or that I had set for myself. And this video is basically just for me to just share some of my tips and framework in terms of how to smash your goals in 2024. So I will be sharing a few tips that I think will be helpful to all of us. But if you find value in this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. So step number one is goal setting, of course. So we have to set the goals that we want. Just take a sheet of paper, one like I have right here, and then just write down your about 20 goals, 20 things that you want to achieve in the year 2024. Be very, very specific on exactly what you want to achieve. There's something, there's that acronym we call SMART. I'm not really going to go into it for the purposes of this video. It talks about having goals that are measurable, attainable. I forgot what the others stand for, but it's something that you can search on Google and it works. But basically write all those 20 goals that you have for yourself. And then after being very specific, the S stands for specific, cut out the 15. So you should remain with about five goals. Maybe you can go up to 7, but it's essential that you have very few goals because less is more. If you have like 15 goals that you are going to try to accomplish in 2024, although you can achieve all 15 goals, but the likelihood of you actually achieving those goals is not very high because you're being pulled in different directions. So essentially that's something that really did improve the way I was able to achieve a lot of my goals, because I just cut out to the goals that I thought these are the ones that I really want to achieve in the coming year. So these are the ones that I'm gonna be focused on. And to that point of focusing on those 5 or those 7 goals, you have to take the goals that matter to you, because it really has to matter to you. If you think of a goal and it doesn't really give you any emotional stimuli, right now when I think of my goals and the things that I want to achieve in 2024, I can sit and close my eyes for a minute, and the moment I open them, I'm sweating. Maybe I have goosebumps. It's emotional to me. I think about them. So they affect me on an emotional level. And the more emotional you can become about your goals, the more you make them real. So they have to really matter to you. And you have to really explain why you want to achieve those goals and articulate that for yourself perfectly. And then for step number 2, create the habits that will allow you to be able to achieve the goals. I'm sure some of you know the quote that says, the man creates the habit and the habit creates the man, because we are creatures of habit. There's no way we can achieve our goals without making it a habit. So if you want to lose, say, 30 pounds in 2024, which is a big goal, actually we don't use pounds on this side of the world. So if you want to use 30 kgs, which is a major goal, you have to be able to have the habits that will allow you to achieve those goals. So you have to completely change your diet. You have to look at your diet and look at it and say, okay, I need to cut this out. I need to cut out I need to cut out the snacking at night and in the morning and between meals. I need to be able to eat more green foods. Whatever it is, that you need to do that. Then you need to go to the gym and create a habit. So you'd want to be able to put in some skin in the game by buying a gym membership. I know of a gym right here that makes you sign a contract, and whether you're coming to the gym or not, it's charging your account. That is a nice way of putting skin in the game, because it then, for some people, it will force you to go to the gym because you're losing money, but at the end of the day, you're actually achieving your goals. So creating those habits allows you on a daily basis to follow through with your goal. And then coming on to step number 3 is take your big goal and break it down into your today, what you need to do today. So you want to create habits for each and every goal and incorporate those habits into your goals. I hope that makes sense. And then take your big goal and chunk it down and unchunk it actually into your today. So every day you have something that you want to be doing. Every day you know that you have scheduled in some type of work that is in line with your goal. So going back to that scenario of losing weight, schedule in the time you go to the gym. If you know that you're a morning person typically, then set your time up for going to the gym in the mornings. If you're an evening person, set it up for the evening. But by all means, schedule it so that you're able to know that at this point in time, I'm doing this. At this point in time, I'm doing that. This allows you to make use of your goal, to be going towards your goal on a daily basis, because it has to be scheduled. If you don't schedule time for it, the likelihood is that life will come in. Tomorrow you have to do that. Tomorrow there's meetings, there's all this. And then you end up not following through with your goal. And actually, statistics show that by the 15th of January, most people have already forgotten about, actually not forgotten, but they've already been inconsistent in some way towards the goals that they wanted to achieve, of which by that point, a lot of people quit and they don't follow through with their goals. So you want to be able to schedule in time for your goals. So the fourth point, after number one, where you are setting your goal. Number two, you're creating the habits. Number three, you are breaking down your big goal into your today. Number four would be, most people, at the end of the year, as a family, we sit down and then we track, how did we do this year? We try to evaluate this year. We try to evaluate how we did in that year. And then we set goals for the next year. And then others set goals at the end of the year or on their birthdays. On their birthdays, when you turn, you're like, hey, by the way, how did I fare this year? Did I accomplish any of the goals that I set for myself? Some people, just like many companies, track their progress at the end of each quarter. So there's always those quarterly meetings where people sit and then they track their progress. Did we make progress towards our outcomes? How is our bottom line? How is this? How is that? Are we actually moving forward or moving back or standing still? Some good performers track their progress every month. They look at their sheet and they see, okay, how did I spend my finances? How did I do in my health? How did I do with my relationships, my family? How did I do with my spirituality, my emotions, all that? They try to track that progress within the goals. Some really, really good performers track their progress weekly. These would be people that sit down on a Sunday evening. Maybe you sit with the boys, or you sit as a family, or you sit as an individual, and you look at your to-do list and you look at your goals and see how much you have accomplished in that week. Great performers track their progress on a daily basis. The very, very high level performers track their progress more than you find that they track their progress even hourly. They have it. So what I did was, I had not on this phone but on another phone, I had my goals as a screensaver. So every time I switched on my phone or I looked at something or whatever, I'd be able to see my goals. So I'd read my goals many, many times a day. I had that, and I also had alarms on my phone every other hour. This is 2 hours a day. So my alarm clock would be going out. Would be going 12, not 12 hours in a day, except the hours that I'm sleeping. But my alarm clock would go every 2 hours. It rings, and it shows me my goals, and immediately it snaps me back into, this is what I'm working towards. This is where I'm going. This is where I'm not going, because you also need to know where you don't want to go. And so tracking your progress many, many times allows you to pivot and be able to get in the right direction also many times, because you'll find out that in a day, there's so much that goes on. You meet so many different people. You go through so many experiences. There's just so much to do. And it's easy to forget about your goals, so you need to track your progress a lot. So what I'll do at the end of the day, I'll look at what I managed to do and what I didn't manage to do. And I'd actually journal and write down my goals and see, what didn't I do right? And I'd ask myself those questions. Although sometimes it was a drag to do it every day, because it's not an amazing process. I don't know how many people would be enthused or excited to do that, but I'll do it every day and see, okay, this is what I didn't do today. I should have done this. I should have done this. I should have done this. So tomorrow I'm going to make sure that I don't do this, I don't do that, and you'll find that over time, when you keep tracking your progress on a daily, on an hourly manner, you move quicker, and your goal is really at the top of your mind. As your alarm clock is ringing, when you're dreaming of your goals, because it really takes that amount of effort to be able to accomplish goals. Okay, so for the last point that we're gonna share in terms of smashing our 2024 goals is subscribe to the channel and like the video if you haven't. If you've watched up to this point, you're probably finding some amount of value. So please do us that favor. The point would be to find a strict accountability partner. This is for people that, sometimes you need that push. Some people don't need an accountability partner. They already have strict levels of accountability that they've already set for themselves personally. But for most people, you would need an accountability partner. Why? There's going to come a time where whatever goal you have set, you hit a brick wall. There's going to come a time, all of us that have experienced this, where you're going through the motions and it's mundane and it's boring and it's tiring, and you just want to you want to take that cheat meal. You want to not call those 10 clients that you said you're going to call on a daily basis. It happens. And so the beauty of an accountability partner is that they hold you accountable to your goals. So you tell them your goals. You tell them, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do it in this amount of time. And an accountability partner should be able to call you and ask you. So I think I've had an accountability partner. It's far in the past, where on a weekly basis, I think I actually used to do this with my sisters. We would meet and say, okay, what did we accomplish this week? What did everybody accomplish? And then after doing that, we'd tell each other what we're gonna do that following week. And then when that week ends, we ask each other, what did you accomplish? What didn't you accomplish? And so having an accountability partner helps you really stick to your goal, because you have to answer to somebody. I would go further to say that you have to also make the measures of not doing what you're supposed to do strict to yourself. So for example, if you are supposed to go to the gym, say 4 times a week, but you only went twice this week, there has to be a measure of punishment that you give to yourself. So for example, it would be, I give 100 pula to my accountability partner, and this is the agreement that we have, that if I don't go to the gym for X amount of days, then I have to give you this amount of money. And nobody likes losing money. Whatever it may be for you, it might not be money, it may be whatever. You may give that money to their charity. Anything that you want, you have to make it in place. What it was for me in terms of accountability, and I've done this so many times, I would write things on my Facebook page and say, we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Because I've already put it out in the world, I put pressure on my shoulders to actually deliver on it. At the time of filming this video, we have 1,900 subscribers. But the goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers by the 31st of December. Before we get in the new year of 2024, we should have hit this goal. So I'm saying this, and I've already written about it. I know that it makes me work hard to get to the goals that I want. So I hope you guys found some value in this video. If you have any other tips, please share with us below. We actually go through all your comments, and I read all your comments personally, and I try to reply to all of them as and when I get the time to do that. But anything that you guys have, please share it with us. And I hope you guys find value in this episode. If you do, please give it a like and share it with one friend. That would really help us a lot. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet same time, same place next year. Be great. Thank you guys for watching this episode. We really hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Deep Dive is dedicated to bringing you the most comprehensive and engaging information about business, personal finance, and personal development. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all our latest content. If you liked this video, give it a like to show your support and help us reach a wider audience. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and your family who may be interested. Sharing helps us grow our community and connect with like-minded individuals. Leave a comment below and give us your biggest takeaway on this episode. If you're interested in being a part of our live studio audiences, make sure to register for the next show. Can't make it to the show? No problem. Check out our Patreon page to watch the full episode and get exclusive access to more great content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of The Deep Dive.